I think just seeing that, experiencing that was like just this light bulb that went off, was like saying that's what's going to help me transition from like where I am now to this stellar, amazing next level type of practice.
Completing over 1,500 all-on-4 cases is something very few dentists accomplish in their entire career. But Dr. Stein has done just that. In fact, he's done so much more. But he couldn't have done any of it without the support of his wife, Dina, who also runs the non-clinical side of the business. The Stein Center is located just outside of Chicago, Illinois, in Skokie, Illinois. And it's a bit windy and rainy, which is pretty common this type of year. And that's exactly where we find ourselves on this episode of InTRUview. Let's go meet the dynamic duo. Come on. So, Canada is where it all started.
Yeah,
you grew up in Canada. You came here. How old were you when you came to Chicago?
I grew up in Canada, Montreal. I was there till I was 14. And then I went to high school, college, dental school, residency all in the US. So I've been here for a long time. Been in Chicago since 2007. Don't get back to Canada a whole lot, but yeah, we love Chicago.
Hockey fans still though?
Hockey, although I've kind of, moved into like basketball. That's my passion, to be honest with you. I play a lot of basketball.
Oh man, we could talk about that the entire segment here. But so I love to ask the question because everybody has their own story, whether they grew up in it because their family was involved in dentistry, but how and why did you want to get into this crazy field of dentistry, and especially into the specialized field of prosthodontist?
Sure, great question. I'm the only dentist in my family. I'm the only doctor in my family. I guess it's a combination of I loved working with my hands. When I grew up, I loved building model cars. I loved art. I also love science, math. I definitely had some mentors in dental school, the prosthodontists that inspired me to go into pros. I just felt like these guys were always able to solve complex problems. Mm-hmm. They were always the ones that when something came up that required a lot of strategic thinking and analytical skills, they were the guys that had solutions, and to me that was like, that's awesome.
Industries now are evolving faster than they had before, but dentistry, it's evolving faster than most industries because you have to. It's right there at your fingertips, and technology is a big driving force for you when you were younger, you said.
Yep.
How do you stay on the cutting edge with, you're so busy.
Yeah, it's changing a lot. I mean, honestly, continuing education, a lot of online. I love that stuff is online now, so you can take online CE that maybe before I had to like cut out a day or two of my schedule. Now I can do it at nights or weekends. There's a lot of good online stuff. Honestly, Facebook groups, local study clubs, all of those things I think put together, and then just reading journals, looking at doing your own research. I mean, companies like Drew Abutment, we use a ton of, cutting edge companies we try to partner with. So the goal is always better products and more efficient. Right, so we're always looking to do things, whether it's like full arch dentistry or single tooth dentistry. Like, how can we do this better? There's always got to be a better way to do it, and that's why I think what my team gets excited about is that they're part of that process. So my team is like totally capable of like designing using ExoCAD, 3D printing, scanning. Like they love that stuff, and that's stuff that again you're not really going to get at other offices. What our patients tell us is when they come here, they feel that we're all really passionate. Right? And it's not just me or Dr. Weiss, it's like the entire team, the front desk, the assistants, the hygienists, everybody's like super passionate about what they're doing because they know that we're always in this growth mode. So
how did you get into the patient first? Because you are extremely passionate about the patient.
I would say it's how I've always been. The tools that we use to make that happen have evolved, but I think the mindset of like patient first has always been there. This office is just a reflection, the physical reflection of I think what we try to do in their mouth. So we're always about making it a comfortable experience. The whole impetus to designing this office really was, when you see the rooms, you'll see that like patients laying back, they see this beautiful blue sky, it's calm, it's relaxing. People feel much more comfortable coming here then. They wanna do the dentistry because they see it's not like this scary, painful thing of the past.
Mm-hmm. This might be one of the longest interviews we'll ever do because I'm so comfortable in here. I'm just gonna keep this going.
Okay, keep on going, that's awesome.
Challenges. Creating a business needs to be more challenging, maintaining a business. What are some of the challenges that you've had to overcome? And what would you tell yourself if yourself were just starting, now, that what you know now, you didn't know back then, what would you say to yourself?
That's a great question. Yeah, so I think, surrounding yourself with the best people, that is always the toughest thing. And I think earlier on in my career, I think I settled, I was okay. I kind of micromanaged certain things and didn't delegate because I just didn't have the right team. And I think over time I saw like I can't be as efficient and do the best and be the best prosthodontist for my patients if I'm trying to micromanage. Finding the right people to create your team, that was the challenge. So I think number one, I'm blessed. My wife, she is a chemical engineer by training. She's fantastic. She is the COO of this practice. So she does everything non-clinical. So I have somebody that I can really lean on to know that this practice is like being taken care of. And when I'm taking care of patients, I know she's doing everything else that is necessary for the practice. We trust each other. I think we really respect each other's skill set. We just love trying to take things to the next level. And this whole office was like a passion project for us, and just input from both of us. And yeah, we love working together.
The next step, where would you like to see the Stein Center? I know you just moved into this beautiful building, and it really is absolutely one of my favorite, most welcoming offices I've been into. Talk to me real quick about your team. How do you build that right team? Because like you said, it's extremely difficult to find the right team that has the synergy. How do you do that?
You're putting in a full day, the long hours, tough patients, tough clinical work, and then to top that off, if you don't have a team that's supporting you, that's really challenging. When I went to 2 different CE courses, one out of New Jersey, one out of Clearwater, rather than just see the speaker or have an online course where you're just interacting with the speaker, this let me interact and actually see that speaker's team. And I think seeing that they had this highly functional, unbelievable team that they can delegate to, and that was super skilled, that's where I was like, okay, I don't want a mediocre team, I want an amazing team. I think just seeing that, experiencing that was like, just this light bulb that went off was like, that's the missing link here. That's what I'm missing. That's what's gonna help me transition from like where I am now to this stellar, amazing next level type of practice.
Where would you like the Stein Center to go in the next 5, maybe even 10 years?
I was toying with that idea in terms of, do I want to have multiple locations or really focus on this single location? And I think what I've decided is like, my time has to be 100% here. This is what I love. This is what I love, and this is where I love being. Be able to be, really, we're a destination practice for a lot of patients out there. We have patients coming from like Hawaii, California, New York, different states. And I think it's all about being able to take care of our patients and offer multiple facets of dentistry here at this practice.
Perfect. All right, 1, 2, 3. Either you guys can fight for it. I don't know how
My name is Dina Stein. I am currently the head of operations for the Stein Center for Advanced Dentistry. Avi and I had a dream of doing something together where he would use his skill set and I would use mine, and we could build something really special. Finally, about 5 years ago, we took that leap, and I left my corporate America job and came to run the Stein Center. I guess I would just say that, being his life partner, I was there the whole way when he was in college and then in dental school and then in prosthodontic school. Being able to be there for the whole journey of like where we started to where we are today, it's pretty neat to see. It's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
It's actually really funny because I was accepted for electrical engineering at McGill University in Montreal, and I was thinking of going down the path of engineering. Dina was thinking about maybe medicine or dentistry. So it's actually really funny that we ended up crossing and doing the opposite thing. But it all came back, and now we work together, which is amazing. We love working together. I basically do everything clinical, and Dina is able to do everything non-clinical. She runs basically the entire operation. She is not here because she's my wife. She's here because she is super skilled at what she does. She has so much experience in the pharmaceutical engineering. So it's really interesting how her skill set really made a transformative impact in this practice. Dear Avi, thank you for being the most incredible life partner in every way. You have a special ability to lead our team, but at the same time, deliver the highest level of dentistry every day. Your vision and love for taking care of patients is exemplary. Yours truly, Dia. That's very meaningful. I mean, that is what we are always striving for. So we really try to have each other's back and keep each other motivated and really push each other, I would say. That's also the other nice thing. So I think we have something unique and special going on here.